So, if you've been paying attention to GTA 6 news on social media lately, you've probably heard or seen some videos popping up surrounding a supposed leaked map for GTA 6 with a few screenshots of what is apparently a very similar looking Miami or updated version of Vice City floating around. Now, I'll leave links in the description of the video to the original Reddit post where I came across this, and I know it's some pretty big news when it comes to GTA 6, but I wanted to let the dust settle a bit before speaking on it, simply because 2020 has been a roller coaster in terms of leaks on GTA 6, with release dates, screenshots, and anything else you could possibly fabricate surrounding GTA 6 to have already been supposedly leaked. As of October of 2020, the time of me recording this video, there has been no official news from Rockstar Games surrounding GTA 6, so the fact that the entire map has already come out yet is definitely a surprise to me, but let's take a look at the actual post here. Now, what we have on Reddit here is a supposed screenshot of the map, almost too blurry to completely make out, but just enough to get an idea of what I'm guessing are multiple buildings and roadways densely put together in a supposed GTA version of Miami or Vice City. Now, comparing this to an actual screenshot of Miami, it isn't an exact copy, which most people have mentioned to give this screenshot some credibility, but just because they aren't the same doesn't mean someone couldn't have gone into Photoshop and made some small adjustments to change the outline of the city, which wouldn't really be a hard job to do with anyone who has decent photo editing skills. Now, the next main thing to me at least as to what busts this screenshot is the lack of major highway interchanges across the city. A city on this scale being compared to the map of GTA 5 is a pretty big one. So the fact that there are no highways across the city portion of this alleged map makes almost no sense, as I'm sure Rockstar would implement highways to get in and out of the city, as well as getting past major portions of the city. Now, I came across this more recent post on the GTA 6 subreddit from yesterday night from Bobbert Hoses that does a pretty good job at busting this map in terms of its credibility. And he even went on to provide a concept map that he's made for GTA 6, which in my opinion looks much more credible than the blurry satellite image that's been floating around. Taking a look at this concept map, this looks much more like an actual concept version of a map you'd see in a GTA game, with quite a few elements that I'd say would appear in the actual game. The main one being greenery on the map. Taking a look at most maps from previous GTA games, Rockstar typically doesn't fill the entire map with buildings and roads, as with any city, there are aspects of green, like parks and fields. So this concept map looks like someone went and shoved all the buildings into one area of the map and was too lazy to fill in the rest of the map, so they just left it green. Now, a good point that Bobbert mentions in his Reddit post critiquing the leaked map is that the airport doesn't have highway access. An additional point from the earlier note of no actual highway interchanges across the map, a feature that all HD era airports have. Now, the entire Reddit post lists quite a few good reasons surrounding the map and reasons as to why it's likely fake, and I'll leave a link to this in the description if you want to check it out for yourself. But after watching quite a few other GTA YouTubers discuss this map, as optimistic as I am when it comes to GTA 6, I'd say when it comes to the chances of this map actually being real, you'd have to be taking it with a huge grain of salt. And I mean a huge grain of salt. 2020 seems to have been having a special effect on GTA 6 when it comes to leaks coming out for the game. Now, whether that's because people have more time on their hands due to having to stay home due to a certain situation going on in the world right now, I don't know. But if there's anything I've learned this year is to always doubt these leaks regardless of how good they look or how believable they are. Now, I know this isn't the first time a map has been leaked for a Rockstar game, with Red Dead Redemption 2's map leak actually being legitimate. I may very well be shooting myself in the foot here by saying this map is likely not real, considering the Red Dead Redemption 2 map leak was supposedly leaked by an employee of Rockstar Games that wasn't happy with what was going on with Leslie Benzies and the Hauser brothers. Now, as interesting of a story that is, there's no way anyone can actually confirm that to be the true case. I guess we'll have to wait and see whether this leak actually turns out being legitimate when GTA 6 does come out, but as of now, we don't have a trailer, announcement, or even any hints from Rockstar Games regarding the game itself, so who knows what they really might be working on. When a GTA 6 trailer comes out, I'll probably revisit this map and see whether or not I can try to piece out scenes from the trailer to the map, as I think that's what most people will be trying to do, and see whether any areas tie in together. But other than that, for now, we'll just have to be patient and keep taking these GTA 6 leaks with salt. And that's a lot of salt. I'm interested to hear from you guys in the comments though on what you think about this leak and whether you believe it or think it's fake. I'm sure the opinions are very mixed on the map, with some believing it and others not, but then again, for all we know, Rockstar's next game could be Bully 2 or maybe even another Midnight Club. Aside from that, if you made it to the end of the video, thank you guys so much for watching, and as always, it's been Nick Plays Games, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace!